Alright, tubers, we're back for some more drafting on Arena. We're gonna do another one of these alchemy drafts. And, yeah, see if we can emulate our past success of that constructed angel deck. We opened a Pass the Torch, that's a good one. It is a very good card that can continuously trigger. I didn't realize this the first time my opponent played it versus me. So, deals 2 damage to any target. Then you choose a creature card in your hand. It gains perpetually. One of these creatures deals combat damage to a player. You may cast target card named Pass the Torch from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If you do, this creature perpetually loses its ability. So, literally passing the torch. It keeps going off onto other creatures, assuming you can get them in. Probably good enough to take here over Nightclubber just because of the potential of the card. Although I do think Nightclubber is in a better color. And is quite good itself, but I'm down to try some of these alchemy nonsenses. Get past the giant regrowth, a good one. I don't know if I'm going to take that here. I feel like I'd rather just take the Grizzly Sigil or like the Riveteer's Requisitioner. Grizzly Sigil's pretty damn good, so is Requisitioner. Given that I already took a red card, it wouldn't be bad just take the Requisitioner here, but I think I'm going to try taking this Sigil just because I think it's a better card overall. Stay open. Getaway car here, 3rd pick is okay. But we have ourselves a Quasar, Cormella. Magician's fine, Lackey's fine. Do I want to take the Cormella here? I guess with the cards I already have, this makes sense. Quickly moving into another Grixis deck, perhaps. Oh, yeah, and then we're getting past the Traumatic Prank here. 4th pick, so that's a good sign. We already have 1 Casualty card, and even if you don't have Casualty, this card can still be good in a more aggressive deck. Passing Lackey, the Theater, Parcel. But I do like a good Prank. This is a good start. I came around to this format a lot more when I started thinking of it more like a cube draft in a sense, and less like Streets of New Capenna. I mean, obviously it's going to still have the majority of cards be from New Capenna, but think of it as just building like a bad constructed deck. And when you think of it like that, it becomes a little bit more playable in my opinion. Wow, that's a pretty late Jewel Thief here, 5th pick. If this wasn't here, we would probably be taking, what, the Riveteer's Overlook? But yeah, that's a pretty big sign, it feels like. I hate Jund. But I do think Jund got better, or rather, I hate the Riveteers, but I do think they got better with the Alchemy cards. So, good sign. Definitely going to take that 5th pick. Nothing else in the pack. And even if we don't end up playing this, it was certainly the choice at the time. Good start. But yeah, as I was saying, if you think of this as more of like a cube format, then you don't feel as bad playing against all of these insane decks, right? All of these decks with crazy powerful cards. But if you go into this thinking, okay, it's like another draft format like Streets of New Capenna, then you're going to be pretty sad when all of the... Like, look at the card quality I already have, you know? It's through the roof here. Let's take the Light Them Up over the Tainted Indulgence. Yeah, stick with the red and the black cards for now. Could also take the Maestro's Initiate, but take another Casualty card. Maestro's Theater, fantastic pickup there. Nothing else. Ah, another... Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to do like some sacrifice shenanigans. I've got the Sigil, I've got the Light 'em Up so far, and now we have 2 different ways to steal creatures, the Employment and the Prank. So, cheap Casualty cards are going to be high priorities, in addition to any body droppers we might be able to find. Fantastic start. What are we looking for? I don't know, that was a pretty good first 8 picks. Was there anything in the pack that I opened past the torch that could wheel? Doesn't look like it. Not anything exciting. We'll probably just take the Wrecking Crew here. Make Disappear's also great, though. But yeah, we don't know if we want to be playing blue yet. I think Make Disappear is probably a little bit better than Wrecking Crew, but red is a for sure color that we're going to play. Take a big score here over nothing. Seems fine. Lots of red cards here. Only one piece of fixing. There should be another Maestro's Theater that could come back if we're really lucky. But other than that, I would not expect too many cards that we would want to end up playing to come back around. Yeah, we're probably not going to run Join the Maestros. Ugh. And if we're not going to run 2 or 1, we're certainly not going to run 2. Maybe there's a world where I play for the family, assuming I end up playing green with the Thief. It's a possibility. However unlikely. Yeah. Guess our creature count's pretty bad right now. There's another casualty card, but this one's really bleh. This is like the worst of the casualty cards. Ooh, we opened a Professional Facebreaker. That is certainly... Wow, this pack is actually stacked for us. Facebreaker's great. Syndicate Recruiter's amazing. 4/5 Flying Ward 1 for 4. And then when it ETBs, you mill 4 cards. Then if there are 5 or more mana values, you get to dig up the body in your hand. Night Clubber and a Whack, so... Yowza, yowza, yowza. This is a pretty nice bomb. 4 mana, 4/5 Flying Ward 1 for 4. Is that better to take the Recruiter over just taking the Facebreaker? We're passing so many good cards, it's unfortunate. I think I'd rather just take the Facebreaker here. I have so much removal that it's going to be pretty easy to force creatures through and get the treasure value. But that's a tough pick. Bank Job is also insane, right? The beginning of your upkeep is at the bottom corner. Yeah. Bank Job is also nuts. We pass Fatal Grudge, Jockey, and a Murder. Okay. Forge Boss, Magician, Patrol, Court Official, all pretty good. I mean, we could even be straight up red-black sacrifice at the end. Though it wouldn't be very hard to splash the Carmella. Kind of like taking the Forge Boss here. It's been a card that's been really good for me. And we have some casualty and sacrifice stuff already, so I think I'm going to take that over any of the cheaper cards. There's a Whack and a Girder Goons. I think here we have to actually take the creature because we already have good removal and we're low on the creature count. Yeah, we have 3 creatures with our Bank Job, so definitely need to start taking some more playables. Creature-wise, anyways. That's why Crooked Custodian here is fantastic. Bunch of Bant cards in this pack. But yeah, 2-drop's great. Another Involuntary Employment. Wow. 3 different steal effects. This might be a better place just to take the damn Patrol, though, right? I think so. Let's see. 1, 2... I only have 2 ways to sacrifice a creature if I don't play the Rob the Archives or the Join the Maestros. Well, we'll still just take the 2-drop over the involuntary number 2. Dig up the body, Deal Gone Bad, or another Wrecking Crew. I want to take Dig Up the Body, but we just don't have many creatures. So yeah, gonna have to prioritize just taking any creatures at this point. Right, 6 creatures and 14 cards. I mean, I guess that's not that bad. We have 2 2-drops, 1 3-drop, 1 4-drop, 2 5-drops currently. Odds are I'm probably not running Big Score. Maestro's Charm, huh? Okay, that's probably worth taking. Go along with the Carmilla on the side. Another Make Disappear, another Light 'em Up. I guess red-green land might be playable too. Oh, sorry, red-black land might be playable too. Let's try taking the Charm though. Yep, that's fine. Needed some more creatures, so Maestro's Initiate plays here. Maybe a little bit short on the playables as we get to the tail end of pack 2, but seems fine. Deck has good synergy and good power level, it looks like, so not super concerned. Murder 10th pick. I mean I mean what I mean. And that's what I mean. Hey, wow, Magician on the wheel too. Fantastic. Okay. Confidence is now increasing. Don't think we need any of those. So, what are we looking for? More 2-drops. That's basically the biggest thing. Especially more like hard to block 2-drops because we have both Pass the Torch, which is really good with, and then Facebreaker, which is really good with, right? More likely to get in with your creature to pass the torch around, and more likely to get in with your creature for treasure off of the Facebreaker. Alright, pack 3 inbound. Opened an Unlicensed Hearse. That is a good card, but I don't actually know if that's the card we want here. I'm really just thinking about taking Crooked Custodian first pick. I know that seems crazy, but I want the cheap creature. And we probably end up wheeling something out of this pack anyways. Jockey, Goons, Custodian, Arsonist, Hearse. Yeah, I think I want the 2-drop. It looks a little bit weird. It's not as good as some of the other cards in this pack, but I think it fits a hole that we really want to be filling up in this deck. Okay, what do we get? A big spender here? 2/1 haste. Whenever one or more creatures you control becomes blocked, make a treasure, sacrifice 2 artifacts, and then you can draft one of these cards. I know the cards here aren't good, but it's still nice value. So I think we're gonna try taking the Alchemy card here over the Requisitioner, which we know is good. Requisitioner probably just better than Big Spender, but I want to play with the new cards. That's one I haven't had a chance to play with. Fake Your Own Death here looks great. Was looking for one of those. Passing another Light 'em Up, but that's fine. Yeah, if we can get, let's see, we're at 19 playables, just like 3 or 4 more creatures. Excuse me. To round out this deck, then I think we'll be sitting pretty good. Another Girder Goons. Okay. There's another Maestro's Theater, Echo Inspector. Roastmaster doesn't look that good here. Yeah, we'll take the Girder Goons. The nice thing is, if I end up in just straight red-black, then the fixing is a lot less important. Skira Interceptor. Well, I'm not going to play Rob the Archives, and I already have one on the board anyways, and I'm not playing Extract the Truth, so you just take the rare and get some extra gems. Rare Drafter acquired. We have no plasma jockeys. It's alright, we might wheel the one in the first pack. Oh, we have no body droppers. That's what we needed. Wow, Strangle 6-pick though is really good. Dang. A lot of good... Still a lot of Bant cards going around too, which is kind of crazy. Another Aquaza as well. Yeah, I guess we're just going to take the 2/2 for 2. Kind of necessary at this point. Let's pick 7. One more creature, because I really don't want to have to run Join the Maestros. One more creature would be nice. We wheeled a ton in pack 2, so hopefully we can wheel some in pack 3, but we did get another, or rather, now we have a good number of 2-drops, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5 2-drops now, so that helps quite a bit. Don't think we need another Initiate. That's like our worst creature, so we do have a lack of 4-drops. Revel Ruiner's okay. It's got Menace, at the very least. Last card we're looking to wheel is that Plasma Jockey. We wheeled the Arsonist, though. And actually, wow, the Hearse came back, too. Surprising. We do have some treasure. We do have some casualties, so Arsonist is not awful. But I think I actually like taking the Hearse. It can get pretty big pretty quickly. So am I running 16 lands here, or do we want 17? Creature count ended up being 13, which wasn't bad. Wow, jeez, 12th pick Echo Inspector too. Gross. I think we want to try to run 17 lands. So what non-creature spell am I going to cut here? I mean, maybe it is Employment, since we don't have that many ways to sacrifice. The Sigil, the Light 'em Up, and the Dig Up the Body are our 3 sack outlets, but it's kind of hard to cast, like, Dig Up the Body after casting, because you need quite a bit of mana, at least 6. Yeah, sadly, I think I'm supposed to cut the Employment. Okay. And then I'm gonna run 17 like that. Does look like maybe we're slightly heavier on red. Oh, no, it's the same. Okay. So we'll just go 8/8 and the Theater. Call it good. Ship this and go to round 1 here of this Capenna Alchemy draft. Let's go. We are for round 1 of this Alchemy draft. On the play with a pretty weak hand. Doesn't have a 2-drop or a 3-drop. I think we have to mulligan this down. This needs to find a swamp very badly. But I think we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to pitch the Crooked Custodian here. Against Andrew Cuneo, it looks like. Oh, a double black card. Well, I hope we draw a land next turn, because if we don't, this might be over quickly. Right, well then. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Alright, well. We are on 17 lands, too. It's not like I shaved any lands, but... good beats. Revelers on the mountain. Ooh, Ooh, the Curator. That's a good one. Hey, we found a land. Is it too late is the question. I think here I'm going to go with Magician and make a treasure. And that way I can cast Prank plus Sigil next turn. Oh, he's going to blow up my artifact. I knew it. So be it. I did still find the land, though. I can clean up the crew. And then Sigil away. I think I like killing the Curator here. I can start drawing him extra cards, potentially. That doesn't seem like something I want to allow to happen. Ooh, Freelance Muscle. It's another good one. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna murder that and smack in. Into a Wrecking Crew. Man, if we hadn't missed lands at the beginning, that Facebreaker seems like it would have just ended the game by itself, but it's too bad. Alright, we'll go ahead and run out the Facebreaker here. It's not likely to work out since he has the Revelers, but there's not much I can really do about it at this point. Oh, he's a Rocco for 3, okay. Into the Devilish Valet, awesome. I mean, I guess I attack. That's very good for us. Can kill both. Get our Facebreaker back with the treasure. I guess I'd probably try to double block the Wrecking Crew if he attacks again. I'm ready for a blowout, but I don't really have much going on otherwise anyways. And if he doesn't, good. Okay. Not the worst case scenario, I suppose. So I'm gonna go Informant into Reveler. I mean, honestly, I'm not in the worst position here. Do I discards a Rocco? That's not a good sign. The Hearse. That doesn't look like it's good enough right now. I think we just have to run out the Girder Goonies and say goodbye to the Hearse. Okay, well, how do we win? Probably just going for good blocks and accepting that I'm going to die to a Luxurious Libation or anything. We fell too far behind being stuck on 1 or 2 lands. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I just needed to draw a land earlier and we were A-okay. Good beats. Good beaties. Actually, the last couple games of this, or the last couple losses of this format have all just been to Mana Screw. Every other time I've just been rolling. Like that last time's Angel deck only lost to Mana Screw. Hopefully that's this case here with this one as well. We don't lose to anything but Mana Screw. But also don't get the Mana Screw more than once. Alright, this hand's great. Again, need to find a land, but turn 2 Mayhem Patrol, turn 3 Facebreaker would be a really nice curve on the play here. Please, please, please. Planes from the opponent. Alright, we got a potential sweat. Yeah, I'm gonna hard cast this and not blitz it. Land off the top, please. Well, it begins. At least we have both colors this time, even though we're stuck. Wrongs. They can only tutor up 1 right now. Oh, man. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Yeah, this feels like another game where if we had just hit our 3rd land on curve, we probably can't lose. Late to the party, friend. They might just spend their turn using the parcel and the Facebreaker now. Oh, no. Okay. Jeez. Double parcel, huh? Discarding a crocodile, but they don't have a land. Interesting. So I can attack with the patrol here, and if they want to block it, they have to trade it with their rumor gatherer, which I'm okay with. It's a 3/5. I guess we're gonna start going for value then. Some of my creatures can attack into their shredder anyways. Yep. Alright, they're gonna parcel. And then I'll take 3, but that eats up their turn, so I'm okay with that. Rebel Ruiner was the hit. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play that menace creature out. Discard the Magician, I think. Say go. If they're gonna just parcel again, I'm okay with that. Yeah, Bank Job is a pretty sweet card, huh? Draws you a card effectively every turn. And then does have some nice value with the graveyard shenanigans. Oh, they're searching for a land. Interesting. They had already played a land for the turn 2, so they can't play their forest out. Weird. Feels like a game if we can draw our traumatic, they can't win. Discarding the rope line attendant. They're not attacking, okay. So they're planning on double blocking, which I think we're happy with. Right, we'll trade for their Echo Inspector. All day. Let's get our 3 free value here. Yeah, letting them connive was not the best, but I was never not casting 2 spells this turn. Is that a blue-black land too? Oh, maybe they're just missing some colors. Yeah, they were just stranded with some cards in their hand. And they're main phasing the pets for Shredder. So it looks like they're just playing like 5-color good stuff. Discarded Wrath, yeah, that's kind of scary. Probably should attack me too, yep. Okay. Whenever one more creature uses... Okay, so let's play this out. Attack with all. And then I'm gonna let them sadly connive again, but not sure what else I can do. I guess I could just play out Wrecking Crew. But then I lose the Custodian forever. But I guess playing out the Wrecking Crew makes more sense, because if they don't discard a spell here, then their Shredder can't attack into it. It's not ideal though, obviously. And I've also just put myself on a 2-turn clock, but I was going to be doing that by playing another spell, no matter what, assuming they discard a spell themselves. Kill shot, okay, yeah. Need to draw like Murder next turn. Well, that's not good. Why are they putting it on that? I give them the card immediately, but I don't really want them to hit me for 2 extra damage, you know? So I have to chump the Ledger Shredder with my Wrecking Crew next turn. I think I have to run out all my creatures, even though, again, we're letting them continue to connive. Looking dead, feeling dead, but another case of if we just hit our 3rd land on curve, I don't think we can lose. So, back-to-back games where we get stuck on 2 lands. Yep, GG's. Back-to-back games we get stuck on 2 lands and lose as probably a result. So now we're in the 0-2 hole, and hopefully we can, well, I guess draw better. Salvage. Seems good. Let's go to the next. Okay, on to the next game of this Alchemy draft. We've gotten stuck on 2 mana twice. Hey, you can't get stuck on 2 mana when you have 3 lands in your hand, but this is not a keeper, so we're gonna go down to 6. Okay, and there we go. Much, much better hand. I think we're gonna pitch the Magician here. I will say, we have drawn Facebreaker every single time in all these 3 games. We do have the Light 'em Up Traumatic Prank combo as well. That's good. We have a Sky Crier. Do I want to wait for this? Probably ideal to wait. We don't mind taking a few pokes for one. Sure. This is not a great curve out for us. We are finding land, so... yeah, we might be able to play out the Girder Goons next turn without having to blitz them out, which is nice. They discarded a 2-drop and didn't play a land. Okay. Well, I can do some pretty nasty work this turn. I think we're going to. Let's prank their informant. That doesn't do anything, friend. That's a shield counter. Attack for 5. Now we get to Grizzly Sigil away both their creatures, sacking their shield. Yikes. Yep. Pretty good. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, am I gonna attack here? And if they double block, I get to fake your own death. I think we're just gonna hard cast a goon. They shouldn't have any more Throngs. They only searched for 1 with the first one, and they didn't have enough cards in their hand. Big spender. Let's play this out pre-combat. Attack with both. Get another treasure. Yeah, we'll just play out the Revel Ruiner. We don't need, like... searching for something with big spender. All the big spender cards are pretty bad. And even though we could save the treasure for the Facebreaker, I don't think we need that. That's fine. I think I will trade here. And then take 9, seems okay. Yeah, and then we'll just light up their flyer, attack with everything. Yeah, we'll attack with everything. They have no cards in their hand. So if they draw exactly like Libation or Kuldaya Strongarm, they got me. It's a little bit greedy, but I think it makes sense. Now they're forced to block next turn and we just kill them. Oh, or they just take lethal? Sure. Works for me. So, turns out, when I draw my lands, the deck functions pretty well. Who would have known? Okay, we're 1 and 2 now. Come on, can we keep it rolling? On to game number 4. On the play, hand looks good. We even get to attack for 2 on turn 2. Amazing. Beans Informant. If I draw a 2-drop next turn, we'll Strangle and play the 2-drop. If I don't, I'll just attack, assume they trade, and then play out Forge Boss with the treasure that I get. I just got to Speakeasy Server. We did draw, could actually make a treasure here and Strangle the Informant instead. Could make a treasure, attack, and then draft a card. That's also not crazy. But the 1/1 is also really, really good for dig up the body purposes. Yeah, I'm just going to attack here, see what they do. And then play Magician and make a 1/1. If we didn't have dig up the body in our hand, we wouldn't bother making a 1/1, but with the dig, the 1/1's really useful. The thing is, the Strangle's better off on something else, since that creature only has 2 toughness, so we can just end up trading with it anyways. Right, it would have been pretty awkward if they played a Jewel Thief this turn, and I had already used my Strangle, for example. Alright, good with that. The Revelers on their forest and not one of their redundant planes. What does that mean? Security rocks. Okay, I think I'm gonna blitz here. And smash with everything but the Forge Boss, assuming they're going to block Magician. Go ahead and Strangle it down. We're going to get to draw a card end of turn. It's also going to ping them for 2 damage. Nice. Alright, we're looking good. Okay, there's their Revelers, so they don't have red anymore. Crew's a good draw. Do I want to trade the Forge Boss for the Reveler? Nah, we'll just play out the Wrecking Crew and pass, I think. The Limousine, okay. Probably eats my Wrecking Crew. Maybe eats the Forge Boss. I would not expect them to eat a token here. That's a little bit too greedy, it feels like. Okay. Interesting. They did. Pretty good draw. Lead on Facebreaker here. And then I'm going to attack. Alright, we're fine with that. And we just pass. Kill them next turn. End of turn, we can dig up a body, sacrifice our 1/1 token, ping them for 2. Or depending on if they attack with Limousine here and try to eat something, we can just sacrifice that instead. Okay. Mm-hmm. So they're targeting the Face Breaker. Sack it, ping them down to 3. Grab our Girder Goons and our Face Breaker back. Seems good. Actually, we can grab any number of cards here. Maybe we just want to grab another Blitz creature, actually. That ain't good enough. GG's. Don't even need to blitz out the other one, it doesn't matter. Alright, very nice. Things are going better now. Draw some lands, cast some spells, win some games. Seems good to me. Now we're 2-2. Let's head off to the next. Game number 5. Ugh. Hey, we drew our pick one, pack one, but this hand is awful. You can't even keep this with Strangle and Pass the Torch, I don't think. It has no black sources and no creatures, so this seems like a pretty easy mulligan to me. This hand looks very good, though. And I'm gonna bottom a land. We're on the draw. That seems like a fine play. Of course, if I brick on land number 3, it's just going to absolutely suck, but I think that was absolutely the right card to bottom, because we had the prank combo with the Sigil. We wanted the 2-drop, so... Come on, land. Beautiful. And now we can just play the bank job and start getting some extra value. We have 2 of our 5-drops in our hands, so it's unlikely that we're going to hit something too scary. That is... very interesting, though. Wow. Scuttling Butler with security bypass. If they can get some multicolor creatures on the battlefield, that's very scary. I could also just light that thing up if I wanted to. Probably safest just to light that thing up right now, get rid of it. We don't really mind the patrol going away since it gives us a treasure, so that's fine. Don't care about that. Forge Boss. It's pretty good. Is it, though? Do I want that? Yeah, it seems like good enough value to play out. Even though I don't have lands, I think that's okay. That card needs to die. Agent of Raffine's way too good. Don't mind that. Oh, well. Ah, dang it. Yeah, we need to kill that. That's just too much value to let live. So, let's sigil that. We'll sack our Forge Boss. Play out the hearse. We lose our professional Facebreaker, but they're living off the top of their library, so... we're just getting way too much value here. Okay. Magician. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play out the Magician, make it treasure. Say go. Oh, that was a good draw for them. I could trade my hearse for that 4/4 right now. I think we're gonna do that. Before that becomes too problematic, you know? Because we look how many cards we have in our hand. We just want to trade things off. We're getting way too much value. Alright, and they gave it up. Stuck on 3 lands, but oof. Jeez. So scary. Something something if it wasn't for variance. Or luck, I would win every time, right? Oh, man. Oh, I'm taking a couple of days off from streaming, so only have to do these videos for the day, but this is day number 2 of me not having any coffee after being a hardcore caffeine ingester. So, I don't have any headaches anymore. I had headaches yesterday, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit more, what's the word? I don't even know. Less alive. But trying to reset the refresh the batteries, as it were. So I feel less animated, if that makes sense. On to the next game we go. This, unlike that other hand that had Strangle and Torch, does look like a keep. But it's a sad keep, certainly. Creature deals damage when playing, you may cast target. Yeah. Not good, but keepable. Xander's Lounge, turn 1. Okay, let's draw a swamp next turn, please. They play a Mayhem Patrol. That is not a swamp. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and blow this up and pass the torch over to my Girder Goons, which we can blitz out at a later point, hopefully. Land, please. Well, kind of crazy how many games we've been stuck on land. Kind of bad luck, really. Not much to say here. Unreal. Okay. No, that's the way it goes sometimes. 4 draw steps, no land. And we had similar games played out in 2 of our other games as well. Forgot to replay it. Oh, I can't even replay it. It costs 1 more. Alright, that's not too problematic. Hey, and we drew a swamp. Get our 3/2 online. I assume they have a counter in their hand, but maybe not. I mean, if we rip another land off the top, we might have a chance here. Yeah, they're digging. They chose something very quickly. 2 lands, another patrol, I'll light them up. That's what it was, a Kraken, okay. Another land. Probably can't win, but the Initiate does have, I'm going to give him a 1-1 here. The Initiate does have Death Touch potentially, so... maybe we can get a trade-off that way. Ah, that's very bad. And I'm pretty sure they have a counter in their hand too. I'm going to try it, but... I'm pretty sure they have a counter here. And if they do, I'll just concede. Oh, okay. Maybe not. So they can still play a creature and make my Wrecking Crew unable to block, though, which is really bad, but... well, now I'm not even going to tap down. If they want to attack, I'll double block. Oh, this is not a good sign. They clearly have something then. But I'm too far behind now to not make this block. Sucks. Yep. Weird. So let's go like this. Let's blitz here. This is gonna force them to block with their lackey, but if they accidentally don't, we get them really good. Let's go ahead and let damage happen. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fake your own death on this so that it comes back. I mean, I'm at 1 on board, but... I guess my only other option was to keep tapping the Kraken that one turn and not run into Antagonize. I could have probably tapped it one more time, but letting them get double fish was also not going to be a good place to be in, you know? Sure, you got me. Alright, good beats. Yeah, so... sad. This deck wasn't nearly as good as the Angel deck, of course, but all 3 of our losses just felt like they were due to some kind of mana screw. Like, we got stuck on 2 lands. All 3 losses. Right? Good deck, but that's Magic, baby. Sometimes you don't draw very well, even if a deck is pretty good. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you guys tuning in for these. Like I said, I think it's a little bit better than Streets of New Capenna, just because, well, now everything is just very, very good, as opposed to Capenna, which is like a regular draft format where there was, you know, some very clear best cards and strategies, but we'll see what we come back for tomorrow. Anyways, take it easy.